Okay, students, I hope you're all doing fine. So now comes the last session, or we can say the fourth session of your chemistry. Okay, and in this session we will discuss about the questions that are given in your textbook.
Okay, distilled water is a hot water. That is false. Distilled water is mostly pure water, I mean soft water. Okay. Number 6, dry fruits do not contain water. That is true. Number 7, sea water is suitable for drinking. False. Number 8, the water cycle is a continuous process in nature. That is true. Number 9, water is important for sustaining life. True. Number 10, chlorination is the process of killing harmful bacteria and germs. That is true. Now we'll move on to match the column. So surface water, it should match with water finds its level itself. You put here number 1. Maximum density of water 4 degrees Celsius. Put here number 2. Then you have dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium. You put here number 3. Hardness of water. Number 4, join this. You can put here pollution of water. Number 4. And physical property of water obtained by rains. You put here number 5. Now we'll move on to fill in the blanks. Water acts as a source for disease causing germs. Okay, so SOURCE. Number 2, water is one of the basic constituents of all living things. LIVING. Number 3, water is required in the home, agriculture and industrialization. AGRICULTURE, agriculture, and INDUSTRIALIZATION, industrialization. Number 4, water dissolves many substances, therefore it is a good solvent. SOLVENT. The major natural, okay, number 5, water is one of the basic constituents of all living things. Okay, you know, I hope you know the spelling of living things. Then number 6, the major source, natural source of water is rainwater. Number 7, water exists in liquid states. Number 8, water freezes into ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Number 9, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then number 10, water vapor in air condense. CONDENSE. Condense into water droplets resulting in a rainfall. Number 11, hardness of water can be removed by boiling or treating it with washing soda. Hardness. Okay. Number 12, water helps in transporting goods and timbers. TIMBERS, timbers. Water is a compound and not an element. Number 13 is a compound. Now we'll move on to the next one, that is EF. Explain the following terms. Since we have done the definition for saturated, solution, potable water and water cycle, so we will not do anymore. So we'll do only question number 1 and number 5. For photosynthesis, you turn to page 77. Under page 77, you'll see here the heading importance of water. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth paragraph here you'll find in the second last line, green leaves prepare food with the help of water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. So you start from green leaves up to photosynthesis. Next, question number 5, you have water pollution. You turn to page 82, or if you want, you can make your own answer. Okay, water pollution. Okay, mark from here. Substances. Okay, from substances and living organisms are known as water pollutants, and this condition of water is known as water pollution. Up to here, from substances up to water pollution. Next, we have draw label diagram of the following. You can do this as your homework. Okay, so water cycle in nature and supply of drinking water. I hope you can do it by yourself. Now we'll move on to H. Answer the following questions. So mention 2 natural sources of water. You can write surface water and underground water. Next one, number 2, which is the largest source of water on the earth? You can write ocean and sea water. Now we'll move on to question number 3. Name the chemical used to kill the germs present in water. You can write chlorine. CHLORINE, chlorine. Then number 4, what is water cycle? Explain the process. You have been studying since from lower classes what is water cycle. So I want you to do question number 4 by yourself and explain the process. I want you to include the process of evaporation, condensation and precipitation. So while you write answer number 4, remember to include evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Now we'll move on to question number 5. Natural water is never pure. Why? So you mark from the question, natural water is never pure. Then you write, because it may contain microorganisms, gases and suspended particles. Okay, write down. Because it may contain microorganisms, microorganism, then gases and suspended, suspended particles. Now we'll move on to question number 6. State the different uses of water. You turn this to page 77. You'll find this in the heading of importance of water. Okay, page 77. So you go here. Some other uses of water in our day-to-day life are as follows. You can write point number 1. Water is used for all domestic purposes such as washing, bathing, cooking, watering plants, irrigating crops, etc. Then number 2, here you just write down, water is a good medium for transport of goods. Okay. Then you write here, the next third point, the seeds of several plants are transported by water, up to here. Okay, so the 7th question also we have already done in your checkpoints. Name the different sources of water, so we will not do this. And then the next one, number 8, list the physical properties of water. Now this you can turn to page 78. Under page 78 you will see the heading characteristic of drinking water. Okay, so here you write it should be transparent, it should be colorless and odorless. Then you turn to page 79. I think here you got the point. It should contain some minerals essential for our body. And then another one, it should be free from harmful microorganisms which causes diseases. For question number 8, you just have to mark from the question the physical properties of water, and then you turn to page 78 where I have shown you that water is colorless, odorless. That are the properties of water. Okay. Next one, question number 9. Name the 2 diseases which are caused by drinking polluted water. So you mark from the question itself, the 2 diseases which are caused by drinking of polluted water are, you can write typhoid and join this, typhoid and jaundice, join this. Next one, question number 10, list some ways to reduce water pollution. You turn to page 83. Okay, under page 83 you see the heading methods of preventing reducing pollution. You can write sewage treatment. Okay, you can write anything. You write any 3 points from methods of preventing or reducing water pollution. You choose any 3 points and then you write it down. So I have finished giving you all the question and answers. So I want you to write in your copy those checkpoints which contains question and answers, and from your exercises those question and answers and a diagram, I want you to do those in your science copy, okay, in your chemistry copy. Now let's solve your checkpoints. Now you turn to page 76. Okay, the first question, it states list the sources of water on earth. Okay, so the answer will be surface water and underground water. SURFACE, surface water and underground, UNDERGROUND, surface and underground water. Next one is, what is surface water? Give example. So you turn to page 73. I hope you can see here the subheading. You'll find here surface water. So you start underlining surface water is present on the earth, on the surface of the earth. Okay, so the answer will be surface water is present on the surface of the earth till here. An example, you can give rainwater and you can give ocean and seawater. Next question you have, what is underground water? Give example. You turn to page 74. So you write, the water which percolates through the upper layer of the earth's surface and is collected on the solid rocks underground is called underground water. So example, you just write spring water and well water. Just write only the names. Next one, which form of natural water is the purest? You can write rain water. So number 4 is rain water. Then another one, question number 5, which is the most impure form of natural water? You can write ocean and sea water. Number 5, I'll repeat, it is ocean and sea water. Next one, number 6, what is water cycle? You turn to page 84. You can find the answer in keywords. The second one, water cycle, you can write water cycle. You add here is the change of water from one state to another in nature. I'll repeat, water cycle is the change of water from one state to another in nature. Now we'll move on to the next one, another checkpoint that is on page number 80. So what is the percentage of water that is available for humans, for use by human beings? You write 0.01%. 0.01%. Next one, how are dams useful for the society? So you can mark the answer from the question itself. Dams are useful for the society. You add here are useful for the society by ensuring water supply to crop fields and raise agricultural products. I repeat, by ensuring ensuring by ensuring water supply to crop fields crop fields and raise raise agricultural products agricultural agricultural products. Next one you have, how does sweating help us to keep our body cool? You turn to page 77. To page 77, you go to the third paragraph. You count here 1, 2, 3. The third paragraph, you go to the you go from the third last line. Mark from here, the water that reaches the surface of the body through sweating gets evaporated. In this process, a part of the heat is taken away from the body, keeping it cool. Okay, you mark from the third last line up to keeping it cool. The water from keeping it cool. Next you have is, what is potable water? You turn to page 78. You can go to the second paragraph under the heading the need for potable water. So you can see here, the water suitable for drinking by human beings is called potable water. Up to here, the water suitable for drinking by human beings is called potable water. Up to here. Next is, what is the role of bleaching powder in municipal water supply? So even here you mark from the question, the role of bleaching powder in municipal water supply is by killing the germs and microorganisms present in water. The role of bleaching powder in municipal water supply is by killing, the germs, germs, germs and microorganism, microorganism, organism present in water. Next one, what are the different methods to make water fit for drinking? You turn to page 79 and 80. On the page 79, you'll have here the heading Purification of Natural Water. So you do not need to write the explanation. You just write their names, sedimentation and decantation, only the names, loading, and then filtration, destroying germs, boiling or chlorination, and then storage. Okay, next we'll go to page 84, another checkpoint. Okay, so the first question is number 1, why is water called the universal solvent? You turn to page 80. Okay, under page 80 you'll see the heading water the universal solvent. So you write here, mark from here, water has the capacity to dissolve a large number of substances, thus it is known as universal solvent. Up to here, water has the capacity to dissolve a large number of substances, thus it is known as the universal solvent. Up to universal solvent. Next one, what is meant by saturated solution? You turn to page 80. Okay, sorry, I mean page 81. Okay, under page 81 you'll see the heading saturated and unsaturated solution. So you mark a solution which cannot dissolve any more solute into it at a particular temperature is called a saturated solution. From here, a solution which cannot dissolve any more solute into it at a particular temperature is called a saturated solution. Next one, how can you get pure water from natural water? So you mark from the question and you add the word we can. Okay, you add the word we can. We can get pure water from natural water by distillation. We can get pure water from natural water by distillation. D-I-S-T-I-L-L-A-T-I-O-N. Distillation. Next one, question number 4. How do we filter water before drinking? So mark from the question itself. We filter water before drinking by boiling or using water filter. I'll repeat. We filter water before drinking by boiling or using water filter. Next one, number 5. List the different causes of water pollution. You turn to page 82 and 83. Here you just write down the name only. First one is industrial waste. Next is domestic sewage. Write only the names, okay? No need definition. Then next one is agricultural waste. Next one is acid rain. And next one is dumping of garbage into water bodies. Okay, next one. What is the role of proper sewage disposal? Mark from the question. The role of proper sewage disposal, okay, is to remove unwanted particles, chemicals and suspended solids and prevent disease. I'll repeat, is to remove unwanted, UNWANTED, unwanted particles, PARTICLES particles, chemicals, CHEMICALS chemicals, and SUSPENDED suspended solids, and prevent diseases. Next one, name some diseases spread through polluted water. You turn this page 79. Okay, here also you just have to write the name. Okay, no need to write the rest of the definitions. So you write diarrhea, typhoid, jaundice or hepatitis, cholera, gastroenteritis and dysentery. So you write all these 6 names, only the names. Next one, how can water be conserved? You turn to page 84, is just on top here. How can water be conserved? So among here you can write, you can choose any 3 points, okay? So for question number 8, I will repeat, you can choose any 3 points from here. Now we'll move on to your multiple choice, that is in page number 85. Okay, the first one, the percentage of water in human being is 70%. I'll repeat, the answer is 70%. Number 2, water is a universal solvent because, you can write the answer number A, it dissolves many substances. I'll repeat, it dissolves many substances. Okay, number 3, the main source of surface water is seawater. Okay, right, the main source of surface water is seawater. Okay, the number 4, the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Number 4 is 4 degrees Celsius. Number 5, the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. I'll repeat, the freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. Number 6, the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. It is number C, 100 degrees Celsius. Number 7, at ordinary temperature, the water is found in liquid state. Number 7 is in a liquid state. Number 8, the water cycle in nature helps to maintain climatic conditions. I'll repeat. Number 8 is climatic conditions. Number 9, a simple and safe household method for purifying water is by filtering. I'll repeat. Number 9 is filtering. Number 10, drinking polluted water causes jaundice. I'll repeat. Jaundice. Now we'll move on to true or false. Water does not occur free in nature. False. Number 1 is false. Number 2, water is a universal solvent. True. Number 2 is true. Number 3, water has the maximum density at 0 degrees Celsius. That is false. Number 3 is false. Number 4, water is found in all the 3 states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. That is true. Okay. Number 4 is true. Then number 5, distilled water is a hard water.